Hi there, welcome to the Open Chatter 2. I'm here with you today to recap last week's review for the Real Housewives of Miami, Season 7, Episode 18. This is the first part of the reunion. I didn't do the I didn't do the Christmas party that Stephanie threw. I don't know. I just got lost in the sauce of that whole thing. I was tired of the stuff with the who put the equation on Adriana's birthday cake. I was sick of hearing about Todd. I was tired of it. So anyway, let's do this part one reunion. Hey, the ladies are all in New York for the reunion, and Stephanie get out of her vehicle and she dressed just like her damn bag. She looked just like her bag. The outfit, she dressed like her bag. Lisa says she's in her dressing room and she says she has the truth on her side, so she don't have nothing to worry about. Lawson said that she just wanna do, you know, be who she is, and she's not gonna tell. She's not no receipt girl because she don't hold receipts, but that's a lie because I've seen you with receipts before. And she said the only receipt she like to keep is of her feet, her keys, and her man. That's pictures. So we got Julia in her dressing room, and she is really just acting like a Karen. She crying because she know her ass is in the hot seat. So she crying, and I just doing I don't have Martina with me. And I'm just like, girl, you did some bullshit. So anyway, Julia is in her room, in her dressing room, crying, and Marcel and Alexia come in there, and she's crying. Her and they go, I just want you. I just want y'all. And they hugging her. And I'm like, bitch, please. So we talk about the outfits now. Alexia, she looked all right. Um, I put down Kiki to me. She like one of them Muppets. Like the Muppet with the little dress with that little blue thing on. I didn't like it. She just didn't. It didn't suit her. That's about the worst she looked all season to me. Gertie, it was okay. It looked a little plasticky, but it was okay. Lisa was real cute with her, and Adriana was fine, but she bought her emotional pet dog. I mean, her emotional support dog, and Andy told her no, it would be too chaotic, so she had to get off the stage. So, and Andy, he over there looking like Miami Vice. So Andy gets up and passes out tequila, and I gotta tell you, this is the first time I ever see them drink first. Every time I watch a reunion, they drink after. So, so he tell Marisol to make the toast, and you know why that is? Cause that bitch always got a drink in her hand. She just make it real quick, and they drink. So, let's go. What else do we have in here? Okay, so he talking to Kiki. He going around asking people how they doing. So they ask Laura, so she going to somebody named Jeff Kobe. Of course, he's some type of athlete. He played basketball. She let him black, don't she? So she said they might be married this time next year. She froze freezing eggs and shit. That's what I heard. She didn't say that, but that's what I heard. Girl, you already got enough children. Your ass is too old. So we got Kiki always trying this is so embarrassing. It's not that many black housewives and the two on the show, you got one always trying to get shit for free. Always want a discount. Why you on the show? You got some money. Why you always acting like you gotta why you always acting like a beggar, Kiki? That shit got on my nerves. You always begging for something, want something for free, or you talking about some kind of sex shit. And we don't never see you with no man, no boyfriend, no date. Every time we see you with your daughter, I think her name's Summer or your daddy. So, girl, quit. But anyway, she wants Shoma. Andy was asking her about her condo, and I don't know. Do she live in the condo or she don't? Well, she live in the condo, but it's not a Shoma. But she want to get a Shoma, and she want them half price. And ain't nobody gonna give you half price on no fucking condo, girl. So stop it. So Julia said She'd been with Cheese and had divorced for almost a year. And he asked Julia about Martinez with the boys playing tennis, and she said she got them some rackets, the boys' rackets, and they practice hitting the ball against the wall, and that's how Martinez said she learned. So they start asking Lisa because she rang the Nasdaq bell because she got an app for divorce to help divorced parents communicate during the divorce and how to keep yourself out of trouble, that type of shit. She got an app. Her and Jody came up with it. So she got to ring the Nasdaq bell for the New York Stock Exchange. So all the ladies clap. And I don't know if it was Andy or it was Gerdy who brought it up. That Gerdy said, "I did it too." But I think she did it for Cancer Awareness Week or something like that, and nobody even thanked her. So I guess they're saying something to her now, but really not. So he started talking to Alexia, and she says that she is a divorce from Todd. Thank God she got him blocked. They don't talk to each other. She don't carry his last name. She never felt it. She never felt connected to him. I said, all the shit you talking, you was in the Todd ass crack last couple of seasons. Ooh, Todd, you crying, you falling apart. As soon as that motherfucker would have left my disabled my son moving the shit out of the house. Why he Frankie know what the fuck going on, but I don't. You move out my house, you and your daughter, while I'm doing my shit. Yeah, my earring gone. There it is. I'm sorry, I like these little earrings. They crystal. I gotta make sure I don't lose it. Um, so I wouldn't fuck with him no more. So she's like, I'm done with him. We don't talk. So they're not talking to each other. She said Tar sat around telling her how the ladies ain't their friends and how they don't care about her. Girl, you was Tar crazy. I think you just like having a man, tell you the truth. But seems like since you got divorced, you sounding like you Alexia again, whatever the fuck that means. But you don't sound like no doormat. So Andy asked Marisol, did she regret the things that she said about Todd to Alexia? And she was like, hell no, I don't regret what I said about Todd or Lenny for that matter. So Lisa says that to her, Todd is emotional, and they just can't be friends. Marcel, she said she'll never be friends with him. So Alexa said, y'all know Todd like to do his little videos. So somebody asked, was the narcissist party for Todd, and it was, and she said it was for Todd. She just finally, Alexia confessed to. I think it was Stephanie or Andy that asked. So she said, Alexa said, I just since I divorced Todd, I feel like I got my power back. Whatever. So they started asking Gertie about Nicole. And she said, we see each other often and I'm about to see her again real soon. So they asked if Nicole was on the show, would it make a difference for Gertie? And I said, yeah, because Gertie's her friend. And they don't like Nicole and they didn't like Gertie. It seemed like that group of women don't like women that's independent, that don't need a man, that got their own black card and their own articles about their own stuff. Gertie is a event planner, and she got a little bit of style to it too. Nicole is a doctor, Doctor Nicole. I don't know why I call it. That's why I like Doctor Nicole because she's so I wish she came back to him. So she's so down to earth that not even calling her doctor won't fuck with her. You know what I mean? She's just like a regular woman. She got her shit, but she ain't a Wendy Osefa. I got 100 grains. I got issues with Wendy from Potomac, but that's another story. I really like Nicole. It's like she has her label, she got her man, she got her boat, she got her condo, she got her house, she has her children, her little boy, she has her daughter, and she has her man. And she good with that. And she cute. So, so then we get on the shit about the water. And Alexia says that when Julia threw the water on Gertie, she wished she would have said something then because she felt that it was right. It wasn't wrong. There's no excuse. But Alexia and them all the women on the panel besides minus Gertie is all trying to save face. I would say besides Adriana, they're all trying to save face because when the view was seeing how Julia was treating Gertie, we thought that shit was racist. We thought that shit was that they just showed that don't have nothing for Gertie. That there's a difference. I don't know if it's because she ain't Latin or it's because she black or whatever, but you treat her way different than you do everybody else. Now y'all don't treat Kiki that bad because Kiki kiss y'all ass. And then she backstabs to me, Gertie. Y'all the only two black Haitian, whatever the fuck y'all from the same island. Y'all should have more side. Not because you black and need to stick together, but when you see somebody doing shit wrong to somebody else, you need to stick in there. And Nick and Kiki, you got the shit because the whole time during the season, you never really supported Gertie. And what you would do is you would kind of take the lady's side so you could stay on the lady's side, but you just left Gertie out there by herself. And I think it's fucked up because you know she went through cancer and all this other stuff. And you sitting around here crying because your Haitian people mad because you don't want them to come over there. Well, stop telling them lies like how you was told your father to tell them when you was taking them pictures for your photo shoot last season. I mean, not last season, a couple episodes ago. Tell them it's my plane. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? If you don't have the money, why you tell them it's my plane? Why would you do that? You stupid. And then you say stupid jokes. And she gave her vibrating. You knew that shit with Julia putting that shit on her cake was gonna mess with her because she has already told y'all, as long as she's been on the show, that she does not like to celebrate her birthday. So if she don't like to fucking celebrate her birthday, why are y'all celebrating? I like my friends to listen to me when I talk. If I want something for my birthday, I tell y'all. And if I say I don't want shit, and I really don't want to celebrate my birthday, why would you give me a cake? Why is that funny to you? That's not funny to me. It's not. What's funny is when your ass got kicked out as a teenager by your stepmother. No, that shit ain't funny either. But when you get treated poorly in life, and if you ever have, if you can remember them times that the way that something made you feel, why would you want to flick that shit on somebody else? I don't get it. I never will. So let me get back to this thing. Um, so anyway, they was doing this whole water shit, and I ain't want to hear nobody. So Lawson said, so then I don't like this part either. Whenever something happened to Gertie or Nicole or anybody, somebody they don't like, all the girls jump on the team. Why did it all happen to all of us? I got stuff thrown at me. So had a water bucket thrown at her one time, a whole water bucket, and it didn't hit her. Somebody threw a glass at Lawson. It never hit Lawson. The water hit Gertie. And y'all didn't, and ain't nobody say nothing to me. And then Alexis with the stupid shit. See, you got something to say now, Gertie. But when somebody throwing something at you, you don't like it. No, bitch, nobody likes it. That was a stupid ass statement that you said. Nobody likes to have anything thrown at them and not a grown ass woman. And just won't y'all just take your accountability for your shit? So anyway, Andy asked Gertie, "Do you accept Alexia's apology?" And she said there wasn't no apology, and it wasn't. Well, what do you want? What do you want me to do? I want you to apologize, bitch. I want you to say that you were sorry. So anyway, this is where I started getting lost in the sauce. Gertie started trying to explain about Julia because Julia quiet as hell. So you can tell they all talked, had phone conversation, 3-4 way, video conference or whatever, minus Gertie, because Julia ain't had to say shit. They all were just when one finished, the other one come in and help Julia. Everybody get stuff thrown on them. Everybody, I mean, when this happened to this one, what happened there? And then when it happened to this one, nobody was talking about that shit. Nobody was asking y'all. We didn't see none of this shit y'all talking about. If production didn't edit that shit out, that's not our fault. So anyway, we find out from Gertie that Julia is a crazy ass bitch. That she went to an event that Nicole had a few seasons back and was howling and screaming and ruining shit, throwing, I think she threw a glass and tore up a chair or slamming the chair down. That actually showed it. Bitch has a real serious ass problem. She really does. I don't really care for Julia. I think she's let me say, a stone stepper. She gonna step wherever she can get and be safe and not get, to get up higher, to get higher. And then once she get what she want to do, she don't remember you no more. The way she did Julia, this whole shit was terrible. You done beg this bitch to be your friend on your knees, to be friends forever, and she ride for you and everything. As soon as Alexia and Marcel gave Julia some attention, she said, "Oh, what's wrong with Adrianna? I don't know and I don't understand what's wrong with grown women. Why the fuck y'all got to be in a group? Can roll with you, cannot roll with you. It doesn't even fucking matter. Either way, I'm gonna be good. I like you, I like you. We roll, we roll, we don't, we don't. Why you feel like you gotta be accepted? Be like Nicole and be like, man, fuck all y'all. I'd be like Candace, all y'all. I just be gone. Yeah, from the other shows. I'd be like, man, I ain't putting up with this shit, especially if you're well to do. You know what I mean? If you got a little cheese with you, you ain't hurting for shit, you don't need the show, man, just kiss my ass. Yeah. And then you letting us in your life to see, but is it worth it, all this fucking drama? No. So I don't understand why Julia feel like she got it. And I actually tell you the truth, I want Julia and Martinez ass to be gone. I do not like Martinez. And for the life of me, I'm not a prejudiced person. I love everybody. I just notice shit when other people notice it too because I'm grown and I'm woke. Why the fuck today is that black boys? Maybe it's just they just don't really care that much for black women, but black boys. I don't see it. But I will say this. I will say I think Martinez more than to them goddamn kids than Julia, because Martinez always with them, teaching them how to play tennis. Julia, I mean, I guess she got to go, but you don't have to go. You wanted kids, and now you got them. But I think you just got them for the show, Julia. I'm telling you, I think Martinez probably really into it, but not you. So anyway, let's get back to the show. So Alexia, so where was I? Gerdy had okay, this is where Gerdy was losing me because Gerdy, she have all she to me she like a spades player. She got all the cards in her hand, but she not playing them in the secrets like she's supposed to. She's so busy trying to get her point across that she losing it. And Adriana is trying to help her, but she keeps shutting fucking Adriana down. She said, you have to tell them, and you do have to tell them. You have to tell these bitches from layman on to you. You starting at the middle of you starting the lesson in the middle of the motherfucker. You have to start it in the beginning. And you just go back. You confuse me, Gertie. You really do. You really I know what the fuck you mean, but you don't you got so much emotion and feeling built up in you, it ain't even coming out of your fucking mouth right. So Adriana trying to help you, but you keep shutting it down. So Adriana said, you know what, fuck it. I'm not helping you. They go to a break because somebody got to pee, and you can hear them off camera talking because they mic'd up. She was like, I'm trying to help you. No, I got no, you don't got it. You're getting lost. And I'm gonna tell you another reason why you're getting lost too, girls, because Andy don't like you. That's what I'm gonna surmise. He just don't really seem like he really, maybe you go on a tangent when he trying to ask you questions or something, but he don't really care for you. And if you didn't come back next season, it wouldn't bother him. He had a couple aside a couple of times, but mostly not. He don't really care for you, Gertie. And Andy do not. Even if he one of the people who like me, if I don't really care for you, I can deal with you for a little bit, but not for too much. And that's how he treat me. That's how I feel how Andy treats Gertie. So Julia keeps saying she keep apologizing for throwing the water. Why Julia talking like she done took some kind of fucking medicine or something? I don't know what you want me to say. I said I am sorry for my deepest, darkest. She's not like Dracula. For the deepest, darkest part of my heart. I am so sorry. I do not know what to do. So Julia said that, the way I was acting was out of character. Maybe it was a little bit of tequila. No, it wasn't, bitch. You was an asshole. So Lisa, when Gertie trying to talk, Lisa is rude as fuck too. She like, let her let Julia speak. I want to hear what Julia has to say. So, Gertie just lost in the sauce because even after she had her life event and they did she put those texts up where she said she confessing and telling the truth. And it's like, what truth? What truth are you talking about? She said, I'm telling you how the shit was going. That's why I put the text up to point out the lies, the inconsistencies in this, but they got lost in it because it was too much for them. And the ladies didn't even read the text. Mm. So, I don't know. Even if they didn't read the text, I don't still understand why they're so outraged at Gertie because they said it felt like she did something to the group and this and that. No, she didn't. She just put that shit up there. She shouldn't have texted that bullshit and shouldn't have told them lies on her. And I don't understand what Gertie's saying. She feel like she had to bring the text. But when y'all talk to her, she could be confused, but y'all don't take her y'all just blow Gertie off. Y'all just blow her off like she don't even fucking matter. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because she's pretty. I don't know if it's because she's happily married. I don't know what it is because she been in the Vogue. I don't know what the fuck it is, but y'all just don't like her. So I think somebody brought it up. I think it was Lawson said you had the same problem, the same issue with somebody last season. I think it was Loss or something. So Adriana's still over there trying to help her, but she won't listen to her. So fuck her. So we hear Julia said she don't know what to do either because her family was under attack because all the shit that was going on between her and Gertie. I think they was calling her racist too. So she said that Gertie, somebody had a problem with her because she changed the boys' names. And I think somebody said something about it. Might have been Gertie. It might have been somebody, but I would say if they can answer to their name, why the fuck change it? Just leave them with. If they was Jackson, Jason, the Jackson, or whatever, why the fuck you messing with it? Just leave them alone. So she said. So I also said kids is off limits. Whatever the fuck. So Gertie, you still in the dirt with these bitches. So So somebody said, "Girl, you're being very aggressive," and she says, "It's not aggressive. It's just a complicated situation." And I said, "Girlie, they don't get it. They don't get it." So they pretty much gave Girlie a band-aid on her situation, so she not healed. So anyway, when they go take this bathroom break, Stephanie get up and leave all this green shit all over the couch, glitter. Somebody said, "Don't put that shit on your plane." She said, "I'm not wearing this on my plane." And as soon as she leave the reunion, she going somewhere else. So anyway, they start talking about Stephanie, how she flung her wealth for her plane. So she said, I'm like an NFL football player. They go to the Super Bowl, they wear a ring. I'm just showing my stuff because I'm a champion. I don't know what the fuck. She full of herself. So she said since she's been on the show, she learned that she has a harsh tone that she didn't realize. And she said, but she's not really, really harsh. And she said the reason she said she's got to kind of be like that because she want to be in a man's world working, and you can't come up in there all soft voice and soft spoken. They run all top of your ass. I don't really believe that. I believe you just have to be. You can still be a woman and still act like one and talk like one and all that shit. So Maricel and Alexa said, you have to be like that. You be a demanding boss. So they said a man boss and a woman boss is not the same. So she started talking about the rumor that she never met her husband's ex-wife. So Adriana, she know everything. She said, we saw. She said, I never met her, which I think is dumb. I ain't gonna marry no dude and I ain't met his ex-wife, and I don't see, and we know who each other is. Well, anyway, she was out with Adriana, and Stephanie was out with Adriana and her husband's whatever her husband name, the Showmo man. His ex-wife was at the restaurant, and what's her name? Stephanie was hiding. Oh my God, that's his wife. So she know what she looked like. I said, don't you know the lady seen her? And Adriana said, yeah, they seen each other, sitting right across the table from each other. I would have just spoke. Fuck it. I've been like, hello. Even if I ain't said her name straight out, I've been like, hey, hi. And just kept on walking like she was a fucking stranger off the street. So he said they went to lunch. And his ex-wife was across the table, and she said it was weird. And they said, "Have you talked to your sisters?" Because she got twin sisters that don't talk to her. And she said one sister called her, but the other one don't. But I'm sure the other sister that called her called the other twin and tell her what the fuck Stephanie said. So she said she hope her sisters watch the show. Yes and no. She said yes, because she want them to know how she really feel about them, and know because they can see her friends hate her too. That she have a hard time getting along with girls too. There are other people too. So Andy asked her what that she wasn't expecting from the group, and she said she wasn't expecting that she would like all the girls. And I really believe that Stephanie like all the girls because Stephanie only had no girlfriends. She can't. Her personality ain't down for it. So I believe that this friend group for her is really like a friend group for her. So Lisa and Jody, Andy asked, well, when y'all say AC, is y'all talking about me? And she said, no, we're not talking about Andy Coleman. We're talking about air conditioners. But you know, everybody else say air conditioner is air cold. They think he snore. And he probably do. I think he might because he said, if I do cocaine, what's the big deal? I'm grown. I'm an adult. So whatever. So Lisa says she has a therapist to help her to control her chaos, help her to calculate her time so she's been better at time management. She said all that shit happened to her 3 years ago. Now she can't even recognize herself. She's different between her as night and day. She has learned how to cope. She's a lot more calmer. And she shakes her finger ring at everybody. We're like, oh, is that ring up? She said, no, that's what I'm hoping for. I want Jody. Yeah, everybody know Jody. Jody don't want to marry you. At least you gotta get your shit together. So let's start talking about this surrogacy that Martina put up saying that you can't have a dream or you can't have everything or some shit. And it bothers some people because they was like, why would she say that? She just adopted kids. Why would she say that? So they said that so they asked Julia about it. She said, I didn't know she had put it up there, but she finally went down. She took it down. She said Julia said she disagreed with Martina saying that you can't have everything when it comes to surrogacy. So they asked, so what's his name? Andy asked Julia, did she ever think of making Adrian the godmother? And she said no. And I was like, damn. So Adriana said that really hurt that they never even thought of her. She said, because I asked her to be the godparent of my dog. And it's like, oh yeah, dog. They didn't say, yeah, it is. She said it's her baby. She loved it like that. And if something was to happen to her, she would want her to take her dog. So she said that shit kind of hurt her. She said, it really hurt me that I wrote 2 letters for you to help get your boys. So I was like, Julia is not your friend. So Julia, she was pretty much saying that Adriana has turned into a drag. So we hear Julia say, Julia had told us last thing that she had really put the last episode that she really had been looking at Adriana, and Adriana tried to control her and tell her what to say, and treat her bad and all the time. It's been 4 years of abuse. I'm like, girl, you just lying your ass off. So I said, I'm gonna tell you what happened, Julia. Marisol and Alexa broke you and Adriana up, and it's because you rather be friends with them than Adriana. So Adriana says it's fine that Julia is friends with Alexa. She said that's cool, but Marcella is very dark, and she tried to act like she ain't. So anyway, it's not going good for Julia or Adriana. And Julia said, I'm gonna tell you, Andy, for real, for real, what happened, why me and her ain't getting along. Me and Adriana aren't getting along, Andy, because me and Julia was fucking. Well, she didn't say that, but we been having sex. We slept together in the Hamptons and a few other times. And somebody says, you was cheating on Martina. She said, we wasn't in a good place in our marriage. And Julia, Adriana just looks like, I can't. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I can't call it because I don't know. These housewives when they get a little bit drinking and shit on them vacations, that shit could. I believe that shit did happen. I believe it did happen. I don't think she should have told it. I don't think she should open up her fucking mouth and said nothing like that. And then if I was Adriana, even if I did fuck her, I'd say I didn't. I really would. Cause why would you do that? How she know that that's what something that she want out? So, and then I can't call Julia because Julia's a fucking liar. So, but they used to be real chummy. You know, Julia always kissing and flirting on people and shit. So, well, I'm sure the internet gonna be all a buzz and has been all week. I heard Adriana responded. I didn't watch the response, but I'm sure I didn't fuck her. So you could have been anywhere, but she was here with me for 30 minutes and 15 seconds, and I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna get back with you because I have some more reviews that I gotta get out. But listen, I'm crazy about you, and you could have been anywhere, but you was here with me, and that matters. Thanks. Bye.